Cosplay World. We're back with another con or bust, and our current objective is to get the Reggie Steel, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Ice done for the Anderson Garden meetup on October 15th-ish. It's in like a month. I think. And so I'm preparing for that. I got a message back from the organizers, and they said that they don't necessarily want these gigantic mascots walking around the park, even if I kept maybe them stationary. They can honestly kind of just sit and be fine as something to take a picture in front of. But I'm going to be bringing my Goomba instead. It's a Mario Goomba. And I think that the regular patrons will enjoy that as well. The thing that is going and pushing me quite a bit is SoyCon this weekend, in which I'll be doing some work for Soy and helping out with this convention for the finale, the last of the SoyCons. I've been to every single SoyCon as his friend, and I'm going to help him out with that. Lots of paperwork actually for me to set up and get ready for the attendees and the events that are happening at SoyCon. So I'm hoping to get this done early-ish and get that out to you guys. The last things I need to do with this video are maybe a frame around this kind of thing here, and possibly pictures. I need pictures of everything that I've made so you guys can see better pictures of them. Not too exciting as far as projects completed because they're a bit mundane. The goal for this week was to get some clothes, and yes, I have sewn these wonderful green clothes. Not this. This is black. This is adding to the Mad Scientist theme. But the t-shirt, which I'm wearing, and the sweatpants as well, I made this week. And so I made them actually like 3 o'clock last night. And I'm fairly happy with them. The t-shirt material is very comfortable, except I didn't take enough time and patience to sew up the collar, and it rolled a little bit. So it's not the best. The sweatpants are fine. I could potentially like take them in at the bottom, but whatever. I think they're going to be great for venting. It's not until it gets nice and cold where I want that bit of elastic on the inside to maybe keep the heat in there. But the idea is to practice a bit of sewing so that I can do more complicated projects, just more familiar with materials. Here we have a heavier kind of what is this? Corduroy material. It does not stretch. It is very fitting, and it'll serve me very well in the winter. But in the summer, it is quite hot. Also, it's very durable, so when it gets chewed up, hopefully it'll last a little longer than like this t-shirt material here. And these are all remnant bits, so I can save a bit of money on them. That's being said, it's still cheaper just to buy a lot of these clothings. Even go to Goodwill, that probably would be the cheapest option. But this is about learning and experimenting. You're doing a custom t-shirt pattern, and pants is kind of the way of me working into more interesting things. Actually, I didn't even use a pattern for the pants. I just used the hip curve for the inside seam and sewed it right up. It's incredibly easy to make sweatpants, let me tell you. This shirt actually requires a pattern for like the shoulders because it's a little bit more complicated, and because the back is a different shape than the front. But let me think. We have a slightly better setup here today than me just kind of sitting in my chair. I am sitting in front of my photo area. If you've ever seen any of my photos of my work recently, I've been using one of these backdrops, and for now this is what I'm going to be using until I can get a scene. I'm going to try and play up the whole Mad Scientist, and I'm kicking around scenes. If you have ideas for what I should be putting in this background, let me know, and I will put them in there. And we'll make it a nice thematic piece, and possibly even like a nice frame-ish section for where I have the videos. I think the other thing I want is something to kind of lean on, so I can lean in and put things in front of me and be able to have a foreground kind of scenario here. But because of space issues, it'd be kind of like a weird rail. So once SoyCon's off my plate, I am going to try and get together Some of my people have been working on to do those wonderful music videos. Start scheduling those out so we can get some preliminary footage done and get some awesome cosplay videos done, because of course I want to do more interesting work than simply tutorials and talking to you guys. I enjoy making more interesting work, and it gets really repetitive making the 100 billionth tutorial, obviously. So it's just good to change it up. Bam! As you might notice, I have actual lighting. I have probably a video of it maybe as well too. But it's really just my regular lamps with a bit of pattern paper over the front to diffuse the light a bit better, and they're hanging off of just angles, like angle brackets on the walls here. So I've actually should have been doing that for quite a long time. I've been using this lamp that's above my head. It's like a fan, and the lighting is crappy, and the bulb is actually yellow, so it gets terrible lighting. So I'm hoping that gets better. I could have, if I need it, I'm probably gonna maybe get these panels that give me more lighting from below as well. See if that helps anything. It's time experimenting with all sorts of things. Videography, photography, sewing, prop work. I'm making all the cosplay progress. Oh, I like to make stuff. Let me see. Yes, the project you probably will see me working on next week is I'm gonna get my hands on this and redo it. This is quite a old prop for a friend of mine, and it has taken a bit of beating over, I believe, a decade. So I'm gonna remake this for him. I made this long before I started doing tutorials, so I'm fairly happy to do so because it was a fun project, and I hope you guys look forward to seeing this. What else is there? I don't know. I think that's it, at least for the short term. I'm thinking about possible projects for DaishoCon because I want to compete. That's an award I'm looking to win at some point, and possibly Anime Milwaukee as well. So we'll maybe get into that in a different video because I'm I think running a little long with this. And I don't want to keep you guys. There's a ton going on with SoyCon and whatnot. I'll keep you guys posted. I think, yes, especially those of you who are interested in doing the shoots with me and practicing photography and videography and all those fun things. I hope to see you guys around. Good times to all. You look at me like someone who likes cosplay. Well, guess what I got? Lots of it. Check me out. Hit the sub button. Stream or two. See you around.